Hello there, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the weekly Riff. Today's podcast is brought to you by On Request Magazine and Audible.com. In association with On Request Magazine, get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/OnRequestMagazine. With over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. We have a fantastic range of topics to talk about today. And yes, that was a play on words, because one of the topics we're going to talk about is the Fantastic Four teaser. Now, before we get to that, however, there's just a few topics I'd like to talk about. One of them is the recent announcement that a Ghostbusters cast has been found, and it is an all-female cast. Now, while some who are diehard Ghostbusters fans may see this as a slap in the face or, an injustice, I would like to point out that I think this is a fantastic move. Truly spot on. I have been a fan of SNL for years. I know the women that got picked, including Leslie Jones, Kate McKinnon, Melissa McCarthy, and Kristen Wiig. They're all hilarious women. They're really, truly a credit to the SNL talent that comes through, and to female comedians everywhere. They're just, hilarious individuals who should be judged based on their talent and their comedy style, not on whether or not they're male or female. The other thing that I'd like to point out is that this is not a recreation of the original film. This is not going to be them taking on the roles of the original cast. This is a completely new story set, to the Ghostbusters theme. The film is set to release July 22nd, 2016, and I, for one, am truly excited about it. I think with the technology at our disposal, with a script from the same people who brought Bridesmaids to life involved, and with this all-star cast almost locked into place, I think there's a great opportunity here to tell a hilarious and scary tale here. I, for one, was a huge fan of the original Ghostbusters. And I think that with original cast members Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd giving their seal of approval, I think we owe it to this incredible cast of ladies to keep an open mind and go into this film not with disconcern in our hearts, but with joy. Who would have thought we would have another Ghostbusters film in our lifetime? With a cast like this, I don't think you can go wrong. So that was my big spiel on the whole female Ghostbusters thing. Everyone keep an open mind, because I think it's going to be great, and I can't wait. Now, on to another film reboot, this being the Fantastic Four teaser react. The teaser trailer came out for Fantastic Four. Now, just like female cast of Ghostbusters, I do not have a problem with the choosing of Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. Changing a character from Caucasian to African American, I don't think it's that big of a deal. If he does the character itself justice, personality-wise, that's fantastic. All for the better. So, however, there were some things that have been bothering me about the film itself. My main drawback for the film is the Doctor Doom character. It's been widely talked about that rather than being the leader of a huge nation and being this powerful enemy, Dr. Doom is going to start off as a hacker completely different from the comics. I'm a huge fan of the Fantastic Four. I love the story. I love Doctor Doom is one of my favorite villains of all time in the comic books. I think it's kind of strange and out there that they're completely redoing the Doctor Doom into this behind-the-scenes hacker person instead of this powerful, rich, sovereign leader of a nation that gives him diplomatic immunity. I don't know. I'd have to see more. The teaser didn't really reveal much about Doom. The special effects look good. There wasn't much story-wise given. It was mostly a teasing of the characters themselves. I got mixed feelings on this. The trailer didn't really do much to draw me in one way or another. With my hesitations about the Doctor Doom rebooted character, I'm not sure how I feel about the film coming out. I do like the cast. Miles Teller is amazing. Michael B. Jordan is a fantastic actor as well, and Kate Mara is, incredible. She was awesome on House of Cards and American Horror Story. A great cast. However, I just worry about the direction they're taking with their character choices, and the script itself. I'd have to see a longer trailer. I'd have to learn more about the plot. But right now, for the first time in a long time, I'm very mixed about how I feel about a superhero film. I have to see more of what comes out of it, but I just wonder if fans' hesitations to the script changes is going to cause it to be not quite as big of a hit as Fox was hoping, and I have to speculate on how much longer Fox can hold on to the Fantastic Four property away from Marvel, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If this film doesn't do well, I have to wonder if they'll option to give the characters back to Marvel. Who knows? We'll have to see how the film does and what else can be learned about the film's plot. So, now on to another property, Indiana Jones. It is being thrown around that Chris Pratt is possibly being eyed to play Indiana Jones in a reboot of the franchise. I'm sorry if I sounded Canadian there. Not that it's an offense to be Canadian, just that my words are being drawn out a little bit right now. Anyways, Chris Pratt, a fantastic actor, but he is better known as Andy Dwyer on Parks and Rec. He's also known now as Star-Lord, Peter Quill, in the Guardians of the Galaxy film. He is an awesome actor, amazing human being. I think he would bring a great deal of justice to the role. I'd be interested to see what kind of direction Disney would take with Indiana Jones. Whether or not they stuck to the original plotline of like an older era being explored, or if they would try and bring it to the modern day. I'm not sure what they would be looking at, but Chris Pratt has said that he is interested in the role. Doesn't mean that they are officially talking to him. This is all still rumors and conjecture. However, the possibility of Chris Pratt being Indiana Jones is just awesome in itself. So, finally, closing out this very short podcast this week, is a headline about Liam Hemsworth possibly being eyed for Independence Day 2. Now, it's already known that Will Smith is not going to be back for the sequel. No word yet on original cast members like Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, etc. However, Liam Hemsworth, I think, would be a good candidate for, headlining the Independence Day sequel. Again, I have to wonder what kind of plot line we'd be looking at. I would hope that a sequel isn't being made just for the sake of having a sequel, but they actually have an awesome storyline to tell, and with an open-ended ending in the first film, which leaves the possibility that there are other alien races, and that the alien race that was invading in the first film didn't bring their entire armada with them. You have to wonder, is there a good enough reason to bring back this franchise? And if so, what kind of storyline are we looking at? Is there another invasion? Are we going to see the humans reaching out to the stars? Or are we still going to be stuck on Earth fighting for our lives? That's the question. But either way, I'll be interested to see if Liam Hemsworth gets the role, and what kind of plotline we're looking at for it. That does it for this week's episode of the Weekly Riff, episode 3. A shorter episode this time. I'm trying to move on to 2 podcasts a week, so this is just the first one. This has definitely been an episode of reboots and reactions to the reboots. Lots of films getting sequels and rebooted right now. Some good, some bad. Question of the day in this podcast: what are your thoughts on the female Ghostbusters and the Fantastic Four teaser trailer? Leave your thoughts on that in the comment section of either this video on YouTube or on this podcast page. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. Make sure you leave your comments down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please like this video, comment on it, favorite it, and share it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you're listening to this on Podomatic or iTunes, make sure you subscribe to this podcast to hear more episodes. Thank you for listening today, guys. This is Anthony Avina with Honor Quest Magazine, signing off.